I want this chance to show you that your God in karate is so much nonsense. And that's quite easy to do. I know Kung Fu.
Show me. So anyway, I was talking to Lobo at the beginning about how I tried watching Legend of Korra. You know, that Avatar sequel or spinoff or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yes.
That wasn't for me. I tried. I really did. I considered myself open-minded. I considered myself understanding. I got what they were going for. I understood the time jump. But I'm trying to understand why she get her ass whooped by everybody.
Yeah, that was one thing that confused me too.
Like she just straight took L's all the time.
Yeah, every fight she's in, she gets beat.
And has like this emotional cry fest where she just loses all faith and confidence in herself. I was real confused.
Saved by all of her friends.
I watched the entire thing.
I did as well.
As did I. And it wasn't for me.
I did like the sport that they introduced later on in the series.
You talking about I can't think of the name.
I was going to call it airball,
It's
but
like
that
you're
wasn't
on the
it.
platform. You're on the platform and you're trying to knock each other off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full contact dodgeball. Yeah, I like that.
Real fireballs and lightning bolts.
I mean, I didn't dislike it.
It had its
my
moments.
issues with it.
It had its moments. I thought they did some things very well, but I just couldn't understand why every villain in every season just straight whoops your ass. And I didn't understand the whole I'm gonna merge the real world with the spirit world, whether you fucking like it or not, because I'm the Avatar.
It's something about tradition meets like modernization. Like, you know, it's supposed to be a metaphor, but it's really...
Oh, no, I got it. I just thought it was kind of fucked that she just didn't care that like spirits are just running up in and out of people's houses, and you just gotta deal with it.
Hey guys, how's it going? Ghost.
Yeah, that was an aspect that they didn't talk about in Avatar, first one.
Yeah.
But I will say this: the issue with that, I had an issue with some of the animation. I didn't really care for.
Like when they just got lazy on some of it. I'm trying to be nice because I don't want to piss off the few female listeners that we have, but yeah, for a heroine, she was weak. She sucks.
Weak way of powers.
Yes, I like that. I like that aspect of it.
That's on my Avatar.
I like teamwork.
We're talking about Legend of Korra.
Ah, Legend of Korra. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I like the aspects. First off, what's up, Deku? I enjoyed aspects of it. I tried.
It was all over the place.
It was. I don't understand how, again, I know feelings change, but 1 minute she all into my dude, and then the next she's like, oh, I'm a lesbian.
Right.
Let's walk hand in hand in the spirit world. Why? Mm-hmm. Just cause. But, okay. Oh, by the way.
I think that was like during a time where like that community... I guess was being more accepted, and they wanted to be in like cartoons and more in film, and that was the start of it getting pushed on us, if I can say that, and not be rude
those
about
it. Those are the opinions of Deku, and only Deku. I just want to let it be known that Taz has no problems with, as Deku calls, that community. What do you mean, you people?
I'm just saying, but am I wrong? Well, okay. That's how I really feel, and that's how I feel like that was the start. During that year or that era, that's when the start was being accepted, being input in, like I said, movies and other things of entertainment.
Oh yeah, of course.
Man, come on, you can't take this out, man.
Well, no,
we're not saying nothing wrong.
Yeah, we're not saying nothing wrong on this. I'm just merely saying I personally was not wowed or blown away by Legend of Korra. I thought in terms of it being a follow-up series to Avatar, that shit was weak. She was weak.
Yeah.
She straight took L's every season.
Every season.
Every main bad guy, she getting her ass whooped, and she crying about it. 1 minute she likes old dude, the next she's just a lesbian. Okay, but my biggest gripe.
Did you read the comics?
Hell no. I wanted to, but after watching Legend of Korra, I lost all faith.
Was the comic better?
They actually showed it like she actually came out to her family.
I mean, that's cool. I'm glad they were supportive. She's still taking L's, but I'm cool. Love is love. You do you. You find you. That's cool. But that still does not excuse the fact that you personally made the decision to just get rid of every avatar before you. Like they didn't exist. Yeah, like you can no longer go back into the avatar state and learn from them like Aang was doing. When Aang didn't know something, he was like, hey, let me go ask. She was like, fuck it. I don't need this. Those are just a few of my gripes.
I'm a woman. I'm independent. I can do whatever I want.
The thoughts of Deku are not reflection of
But that's what I looked at it. That was, to me, that's what it sounded like. These are my thoughts. Nobody else's.
That's why I stayed quiet on that one, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another exciting edition of H8L Presents Fistfights and Fried Rice. I am your host, Taz, and brought with me this evening all about the beat-em-ups, Part 2. What I'm going to dub as the Tits and Ass Tournament versus the Destroy All Friendships by Way of Head Kicks Tournament. We're talking DOA versus Tekken. And this evening, brought to us, we have the returning Usman supporter, Usman follower, Usman fan, and as much as I hate to say it, he was right in regards to everything he said, for the most part, in regards to Usman. I will wear that. Returning back to us this evening, the man himself, Deku.
A.K.A. the Caribbean Nightmare.
Oh, going with the Caribbean Nightmare? Okay, I dig that. Also brought with us this evening, as cool as the other side of the pillow, my spirit animal, a man who truly needs no real introduction. I bring to a one UTBABYA.
I would start World War III for Jaime Prestley.
Wonderful. Also, that's this evening, rolling 15 inches deep, the destroyer of all things ovaries. The man who lives by the saying that women's self-defense is pure doo-doo dog shit. Paraphrasing, of course. He is going to have a hell of a time this evening, giving us synopsises of two of the most interesting cinematic craptacular karate flicks known to man. Bring to you the bastatch of the H8L, Lobo.
I was born ready, but might not be that ready.
Also brought with us this evening, the connoisseur of combat sports, the Rain Man of martial arts, the self-appointed black man of Dagestan, Justice Magnificent.
Super necessary.
I feel like we're going to have some very interesting views and feelings and words, if you will, towards these two franchises. I think that'll be interesting to say the least. But since it's been a while, back by popular demand, Deku, would you be so kind, sir, as to let us know, what are we eating tonight?
I wanna cheese it!
Me and my girl's in the mood for some tacos. So we looked up the nearest taco spot. It's called Puerto Plata Cuisine. And man, I will say this. It was better than I expected. It really was. It surprised because I thought this place was gonna be, some trash. It wasn't a hole in the wall. I always look for the hole in the wall taco spots, but it was a pretty nice place, and I was just like, you know what? Let me just get some tacos, and it surprised me. Tacos were good. I tasted them both, hard tacos and soft tacos, no homo. And they had some pretty decent wings, by the way. So if you're ever in the Matthews area, Puerto Plata Cuisine, check them out. Tell them your boy Deku sent you. They'll treat you right.
That's what's up. I do have a question though. What was no homo about tacos?
Yeah, what the hell?
Soft and hard. Soft tacos,
Bro,
hard tacos.
Bro, we're talking about tacos, not burritos. Not chalupas.
There's always that one person. Oh, that's just gay.
If you say you're up in some soft tacos, there is not a man alive who doesn't know that. That has nothing to do with no homo, man.
Look, the reason why I say that now is because my close friends, it don't matter what it is, bro. That sounds gay. That shit gay as hell. So
Dude.
that's for me to save myself.
It almost sounds like your friends don't understand the context of that at all.
Nah, my friends are assholes. They don't care.
So allow me to give you an example. If you were to be like, hey guys, man, I just got a mouthful of that guy's juice. From his juice box. Then that would be no homo moment.
Like I said, you guys haven't met some of my close friends. So if you were to meet them, you will understand everything. It didn't matter if it's like, dude, that has nothing to do with it. That's not gay or nah. Nope. So I'm saying that for them. Hey guys, no homo. I don't mean anything by that.
Just bought a brand new car. No homo. Yeah, it doesn't quite.
That's totally different. No, it's totally different.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
Shit.
Hey, you know what's the worst though? You know what's the worst? So, one of my buddies from my days in cheerleading, as you might guess, there's maybe a few guys on cheerleading teams that are gay once in a while, but this dude, it sucked because I had no comeback. If I said something, he would just look at me and be like, "Ha, that's gay." I'm like, I can't say shit because why the fuck am I friends with you? I hate you. What is this? This is bullshit.
Right.
I mean, I get it to an extent. I just, I don't know.
Taco?
Yeah,
bro.
I can't picture being like, hey, UTBABYA, hey, you just man, there's a new fucking taco joint down the street. Let's try some of the harder soft tacos. Bro, are you gay? What? You didn't say no homo.
They wouldn't say that. They'll just be like, pause. You need to pause that.
They're reaching, man.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
Yes, that's what they do.
Yeah.
They're dicks. They're assholes.
Oh, they
man.
reach around, huh? They reach around. No wonder they're always. Yeah, man. If they give you shit about eating tacos, you should be like, oh, maybe you guys should try it sometime, and you wouldn't be so worried.
No, you guys don't see. You guys are giving me like things to say and advice, but it doesn't work.
I get it.
These guys are some very ignorant motherfuckers.
No, I get it now. They don't
they've never
like
seen a taco
tacos.
in real life.
Yeah,
they've never seen a taco.
They like churros. I got you. Of all different shapes and sizes. I got you.
This whole thing went a whole different direction.
Speaking of direction, I learned something today. I learned that I am never going to have a conversation with a female utilizing emojis ever again. Because
Wait, what?
I don't understand. I just learned that apparently this is a whole language to talk with emojis.
Oh.
And apparently
yeah.
I am not versed in this at all. A friend of mine was like, hey, look like you've been slimming down. What have you been doing? I was like, oh, well, the wife put me on a diet. She's like, oh, what have you been eating? So I thought I would be cute. And apparently there's not a salad emoji. I didn't know this. So I just put salad shit. And I couldn't find nothing. So I was like, fucking eggplant and drinking water. That's what the fuck I've been doing. So I sent that shit.
No.
And she was like, and again, all I said was, I was like, this is what my wife has been feeding me. An eggplant and water. The eggplant was supposed to represent fucking salad. So I was like, this is what she feeds me. And she just responds back with just a bunch of dots. And she's like, what? So I resend it. And she's like, oh, so your wife's been feeding you dick. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Where the fuck did you get that from? No, I'm eating salad. She's like, no, she was like, no, you've been getting a mouthful of BBC. I'm like, whoa, where did you get this shit from? What the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't understand this at all. So again, me being a fucking dumbass, I forwarded it to the wife and was like, hey, your friend, your fucking coworker asked me what I was doing for my diet, and this is what I sent. She just responds back, stop texting immediately. Don't. She's like, this ain't for you. better yet, moving forward, only type with words. I'm like, what? No, she over there. She's over here talking about some BBC, and I got a mouthful of it, and this and that. And she was like, just stop. I was like, no, I'm trying to tell her that I ate some salad the other day. She was like, nah, that's not what you told her. You told her you ate some dick. I was like, okay, well, this conversation's over.
You've been eating dick and drinking water for your
my dumbass sends the the shush emoji, because I'm trying to symbolize that this conversation is over. She didn't take it as ass. She was like, oh, it's a secret. No, what? No, the fuck. Yeah, so fuck emojis.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is rich.
So you know what? Fuck you and them tacos. And I need to stop typing with emojis. That was the main takeaway from this shit. We are talking DOA versus Tekken. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there. For me personally, no matter how many positive things or negative things we say about either one of these franchises, Tekken still wins in my book. To me, as a cooler name, has more memorable characters, more clothing on some of their characters. But I will admit that DOA as a franchise, from what I remember from the last times that I've played it, it was a fun game series. I didn't follow it too much outside of maybe like the first 2 or 3, and then I think they released some volleyball shit, and I was like, yeah, this ain't for me, because I can't have my nieces and nephews coming over seeing me playing this shit, because I wouldn't even know how to explain that. So whoever wants to start off, let me know your thoughts in regards. We'll start with DOA. What are your thoughts on DOA?
In the beginning, my first introduction was on the Dreamcast, and it was different. It was different from Tekken. It was different from Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and those games at that time. And it was pretty decent for its time. Given that it was on Dreamcast, which was way before its time and underappreciated. I mean, I think where it got crazy was, we saw the animated women, and then they kind of focused on that more and more as the series progressed. There's nothing wrong with that. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the volleyball, but no substance at all. Over time and over history.
Okay. Lobo, how about yourself?
I don't really have much experience with DOA. I played one of them back on the PlayStation. I remember it being really fun and just trading off playing with my friends.
Okay. Deku?
I remember same as Justice. I remember playing it first on Dreamcast. I kind of didn't really know what it was because it was a demo. I just knew it was a fighting game and I was decent at it. I didn't really get back into it till like DOA 4 or 5, and it was pretty cool game to me. Yeah, that's all I got to really say about it. I mean, the games are cool.
Okay. UTBABYA?
Yeah. So I feel like DOA only exists because it was created in a time when Pornhub did not exist.
Right.
It also is it's almost like Michael Bay wanted to make a fighting game, but it actually kind of is. But it's it's okay. Gameplay's not terrible, but it's mostly just an excuse for kids that can't get into R-rated movies before the internet to see some animated women that are just ridiculously proportioned.
My memory of DOA goes all the way back to the arcade. I actually remember playing this in the arcades back in 1996 or 97 when it first came out. And it blows my mind when I think about it that there's a total of 6 Dead or Alive games, and that's not even including the volleyball shit. And it's been on almost every major... Actually, it's been on just about every major platform. Everything from the arcade to the Sega Saturn, PlayStation, Dreamcast, PS2, Xbox, the 360, the fucking Nintendo 3DS, PS3. I even think it was on PlayStation Vita. I don't know what the fuck that was. I just remember looking that shit up.
It was the handheld game system.
Oh, shit, I couldn't afford it. I got you. The Xbox One, the Switch, and it was even ported over to the PS5. So, I mean, this franchise definitely has fucking staying power. It's not going anywhere. I mean, for it to come out in, I want to say it was November 1996, and I think their last release was in March 2019. It astounds me that, a game of, in my opinion, which is nothing but tits and ass, has survived this long and been ported so many times. But then again, you really can't put a price on overly proportioned females and scantily clad ass. So, props to them for that. They found a niche. They found something that definitely keeps people coming back in droves, clearly. And they even had a movie in 2006. Go to theaters. But I'll save that for later. What blew my mind is that this was created by Tecmo, or actually it was released by Tecmo, the same company that released Tecmo Bowl. And for you old heads from the 80s or 90s, Tecmo Bowl was the end-all, be-all for football games until Madden came out and shit all over it.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. I hate the damn Raiders.
And that brings us to our other video game franchise, the Iron Fist Tournament, also known as Tekken. As far as I'm concerned, Tekken can do no wrong. I believe it was made by Bandai Namco Entertainment, going all the way back to, I want to say 94, 95, just like DOA. They also got their start in the arcades, and they've been ported over to everything from Game Boy Advance to Nintendo 3DS, PS 1 through 5, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and I want to say, I even think they have a mobile game. I just remember somebody at the gym was telling me about that. They had like a Tekken mobile game that they were playing. That's the only reason why I know about it. In terms of story and in terms of gameplay, for me, hats off, it goes to Tekken. I find the story to be far more entertaining. I find the gameplay to be a lot more, the later games a lot more smooth and a lot more free-flowing, and to me had a better use of the 3D animation than Dead or Alive did. Even though Dead or Alive did have smoother gameplay in the beginning, to me.
Yeah, Tekken 1, it was a little bit choppy just because they were doing something completely new. So it took them, an iteration or two to smooth out the gameplay. But
yeah, around Tekken 3 is when gameplay started getting great.
I agree with you completely, Lobo. To me, Tekken 3 is when they hit their fucking stride. To me, Tekken 3 is when they figured out, okay, this is who we are. This is us. Beat us if you can.
No one could.
I'm just going to say two words. Eddie fucking Gordo. Enough said.
Yeah, that whole character is just insane to think about for the early days of video games.
Just the gameplay alone,
I also got to give props to Tekken though for the first ground and pound ever in a video game. I think.
Oh, you beat me to it, you bastard.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
What character?
Kazuya, power double and 3 or 4 punches, ground and pound style.
Nice.
It was my favorite move in the game.
Well played.
Paul was better with his armbar.
Facts.
Fucking Paul.
Facts.
Whatever.
Hip tossed into an armbar. Yeah.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
No pain, no gain.
Nina Williams and her Aikido wrist locks and shit. See, to me, that was the thing that separated those two franchises. When you look at the movesets of Tekken, they took legit shit, legit ground and pound, legit Aikido moves, legit judo tosses. Who was it? King, the fucking wrestler tiger motherfucker? Yeah. Fucking love that dude. His shit, he genuinely used professional style wrestling moves, and it looked just as it would look on TV.
Still does, and it still plays great.
Yep.
I think Yoshimitsu had a dope sweep too, where he
sweeps you, and then he kind of hammer fists you down.
Drops to one foot and spins around.
The front leg to get you off balance, and then hammer fist.
Yeah, hammer fist you into the fucking concrete. Love it.
Yeah, the butt of his sword.
Take a good 20% of your life.
Yep.
He would
I saw that too. I was so violent. I love it.
I wish I had came
he
up
was
with
on
that
P
name.
too.
Tekken.
Yoshimitsu?
No, just Tekken.
Tekken.
That's one of those titles that just.
What's the name mean?
Iron Fist.
Oh, it means Iron Fist?
It literally translates to Iron Fist.
It's called King of Iron Fist Tournament.
Oh. Yeah, it's fucking dope.
Which is why the movie makes no sense.
Yeah, you have fun synopsizing that shit.
Who else was in Tekken? Oh, Tekken 3. That's when they introduced, let's call it, Warang. Am I saying that right?
Horong, I think. You might be saying it right.
The 8 sound?
There's two. You're talking about the older Taekwondo guy, right?
Taekwondo.
Yeah, his son. Yeah, Beck's son.
HWARANG, I think.
Yeah,
that was Beck's son. Yeah, he was one of power too.
Beck.
Yeah, so for me, I definitely got to go Tekken in terms of the characters, the gameplay, just the overall story mode, just all of it. Now, where I will give DOA the thumbs up, you know, they got the sex appeal. I mean, hey, they got the eye candy. But outside of the eye candy, I mean, who was their most memorable character from DOA? Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Women.
I mean, and their names are
Kasame, Ayane, and
okay.
Helena and Tina.
See.
Look, I sound like a DMX song.
It does.
You sound like Peter Pablo.
Right.
Krista.
I don't remember. All I remember is the Muay Thai guy. What's his name? The DJ.
Zach.
And then that's it, really. Yeah, that's all I remember.
You knew far more characters than me because I was just going to say either Zach or Ryu from Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, yeah, that was him, yeah. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, nobody cared.
Can you name more than 3 women from the Tekken series?
Let's got
Besides
Nina.
the Williams sisters.
Okay. What you call his mom, Julia. And you had
Yeah, John.
what's old girl name?
John Kazama.
Man, you suck.
Nope.
Yeah, you can't name it for real.
Nope. I'm done. I'm done.
Just done?
You had Child. You had
Yeah.
Child, the little schoolgirl chick.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah. But
name
I
of
got
the
her mixed up with the old man from DOA for a second there. The one that was trained by him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They had the
You
same
know what I'm
lifestyle.
saying? Yeah.
I'm mad nobody mentioned Christy. I mean, how do you forget that outfit?
Right. You had what's his name? Yoshimitsu's sister, Koshimitsu, like that.
Oh, in Tekken 7, Raven's a girl.
I don't acknowledge that.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Huh?
it's a different character.
Yeah.
Is there any like relation to like the?
I think it's
there-
I don't remember. It's been a minute since I played that story, but I think it's like a like Raven is a title.
They went that route. Okay.
Yeah. I just remember, it's not a female, but one of the funniest characters. I just thought it always just made me laugh because it was literally a literal block of wood. It was
the wood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mokujin.
Well, Makojin?
Yeah.
Makojin?
I fucking love that. Get your ass kicked by a
Man.
block of wood.
That shit always
Cause all he
reminds me.
did is he blocked every movement that you did. That shit sucked.
you
That
grew
shit-
up
I
in the-
hated that motherfucker.
If you grew up in the 90s, Mokujin, to me, was the living embodiment of the Ren and Stimpy gag.
Yes.
Wood.
Yes.
It's
I was
wood.
gonna
It's
say, I'm
wood.
so glad you
It's
brought
big.
it
It's
up.
heavy. It's wood.
It's log.
Yeah,
it's
log.
It's big. It's heavy. It's wood.
Everyone loves a log. No homo.
Genius lyrics too. It's better than bad. It's good.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh man, good times.
Ren and Stimpy was the shit.
Yeah, it was the first series. Every revival after that was pure trash.
Well,
You
yeah.
didn't like adult party cartoon?
I did not.
Neither did I.
The only knock that I really get that I can give Tekken, I never quite understood what was Mishima's whole. What was Mishima's whole goal?
World domination.
Pretty
Right.
much.
By throwing this kid off a fucking cliff?
Originally, it was to prove if he was really his son, then he would be able to climb back to the top of the mountain.
I think he was just a rip
in
off
the
of
new
Scar
version-
from The Lion King.
Facts.
Yeah. In the new version, it was to see if his son was a demon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
They-
yeah,
they
like the way you
retconned
gotta
the
drown a
fuck out of
witch.
Yeah, because the thing was, Heihachi didn't have enough devil gene inside of him.
No, he doesn't
And,
have any of the devil gene in him.
Well, yeah, something like that. So I guess also tries to take the devil gene from Kazuya too. Also, I guess.
I need them to have like I'm just gonna call it like, Tekken 9, Bruce's Revenge, where the first black Muay Thai dude who was just completely treated like a throwaway child,
Right.
throwaway stepchild,
So you wanna
gets
wait
his
3 days
revenge.
before he gets his revenge.
Yeah, he just waited in the wings all this time before he decided to get his revenge on
I
everybody.
mean, since we're throwing in Street Fighter characters, making a story mode he meets Sagat or something, and he learns that version of Muay Thai and just destroys
Oh,
everybody.
that would be great.
That really writes itself, like for real.
Does it?
Just saying.
Does
Yes.
it write itself?
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna have to highly disagree with you. 'Cause,
Nah.
you know,
He comes back and he's a stronger Muay Thai fighter.
I think Sagat might.
Yes.
I think Sagat might be racist. I don't think he fucks with black people like that.
I mean, no.
I don't know. He hung out with Balrog.
He can
Did
look
he though?
past that.
Did he really hang out with him?
Yeah.
I'm just giving it the benefit of the doubt. A video game.
I say that because Bruce used to be one of my favorite characters because I kind of related
I
to
can
that.
tell.
I was like, oh man,
When was the last time he was in a game?
yeah, you shut the fuck up. That's when he was in the game. I think like fucking Tekken 2.
I remember him
Tekken
being
2.
an
Well, he's in
unlockable
Tekken Tag
for
Tournament.
board.
That's true. They did bring him back for Tekken Tag. It
But they
just
didn't bring him a Tekken.
it just kind of hurt me because he started out as one of Kazuya's personal bodyguards. You're like, oh shit, he's legit, and then
Right.
you just never see him again. It also made me mad that he was in the same game as Roger, the fucking kangaroo that nobody remembers.
I was just gonna say him. I hated
Dude,
him.
Man, I hated him. I remember him very
Everyone
thoroughly.
fucking hated that fucking character.
How'd you
Yeah,
feel about
And he
Gon?
did that wind up shit,
Mhm.
and yeah, you might as well try to block. 'Cause even if you do block, it's taking a good portion of your life bar.
What was that bullshit?
I think he was just a motherfucker. Was like, we got to make up a parody character or some dumb shit.
Yeah, because there was Alex and Roger, then there was Gon.
Mm-hmm. See, and
I
that,
forgot about Alex.
and that's the thing about like when I think about DOA, none of those characters outside of the half-assed naked women are memorable. Everyone
Right.
is just just there. Nobody really has those kind of tales in regards to DOA.
Yeah, even though
mean-
it pissed you off, it was somewhat childhood teenage memories. Like, dang, I
Yeah.
remember that shit. DOA.
Well, if you can use that, you can those leg kicks he threw. Yeah, that was about it.
I'll give you
Well,
that.
whose leg kicks?
Zach.
What you don't know about the leg? Well,
No, I
mean,
couldn't. I know. It's some shit
Yeah.
went out, and I was just like, what?
he throw like 3 or 4, and then he would do like a strong, like a push kick or something crazy.
Some shit to completely
No,
end you.
Yeah, that was about it. That was the most memorable thing you could do.
In my opinion, that's really the only thing memorable about the DOA series. Outside of, like I said, the scantily clad women, none of the main characters were, I don't know, really memorable at all. And that's a shame too, because like DOA has been around fucking forever, since the mid '90s. So I mean, it clearly has its niche and it clearly has its fan base, but it just, I don't know, it just.
I feel like that fan base skews young because and male.
Yeah, I got bored and decided to show the wife some gameplay of DOA, and she just kind of stood there and was like, "Oh, this is a game of your childhood, huh?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Is this what made you like Asian chicks?" I was like,
Maybe. I did not know that about
I
myself.
was like, I
Probably.
gotta go. I think I hear someone calling me. I have to leave now. She's like, "No, let's just sit back and watch the gameplay." And I was like, "No, I don't want to now." She's like, "No, that's okay. No, And then of course the next video that would come on would be fucking the volleyball shit. She's like, "Oh, they have their own volleyballs. See, oh, look at that. Yeah, she just pushing her titties to her neck. Okay, yeah. Oh, she spikes the ball in slow motion. Yeah. All girls giggle when they fall face and tit first into the sand. Hee." I was like, yeah, fuck. Yeah, not the game you want to be caught playing around your significant other. Yeah, girls, come on over and play some games. Oh, what games you got? Oh, you got every one of the DOAs. Okay.
No, you just have all the extreme beach volleyballs
Every one of them.
in order.
Yeah, but you know how to play all of them too, don't you? Yeah.
Oh, look at that! You've unlocked everything.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you even got the fucking DVD. Okay, that's cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go now. So I'm just going to go around, out of the two games, which one, sticks out to you the most? Tekken, DOA.
Pause.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Well played, sir. Well played.
That was good. Yeah. Yeah. I am not editing that out. I am leaving that in.
How about we just leave everything in?
Pause.
No.
We'll get
Pause.
canceled immediately.
So I
mean,
think we've been canceled already. Stuff that we.
Yeah, you're right.
To be honest
You're
with
right.
you.
Yeah, I'm surprised we still have a show, to be honest with you.
Right.
Justice, what the fuck what is this?
Yeah. What is this, bro?
It's
Oh no.
Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
about to watch it. Hold on.
I'm about to watch this shit too. That lets you know what kind of person I am. For those who don't know, Justice went on ahead and put a video into the chat. Luckily, nobody can see this.
Damn, look at that ass.
This is the Dead or Alive
Damn,
Extreme
look at the
3
titties.
Extreme 3 Fortune Kasumi Venus pole dance.
Oh shit! Like this was on a video game.
Wait, is this
like,
not sound? Oh shit!
PS4.
I'm about to hit play.
oh goddamn!
Oh shit! Wait, this isn't a game?
Yep.
Yo, the comments
Bro,
are funny.
Real talk.
Guys,
Could you
chill.
imagine
What is
walking
this
into
game?
your son's room? Hey, Billy, did you do your home? What's going on here, Dad?
I like how the second
This-
comment is thanks Japan.
Like, Dad, this is the Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Fortune Kasumi Venus pole dance. Come on. This is part of the game.
Yo, the comments are hilarious. Play this
Are you
game with just one
Linton?
hand.
I'm about to hit that Miyagi shit.
One comment is, "Oh, you winning, son." The second comment is, "I lost."
Wow, this shit is really
Wow,
going on.
this is really a thing.
Like you could actually go online and buy this, and this is what you're playing.
I'm mad it says PS4.
But so obviously they are not. She's not the only one that has a pole dance sequence.
Oh, every girl in the game
Wow.
that got big titties and ass got one.
Yep.
Well, I can honestly say this is something that you don't see in Tekken.
I don't
No,
think
Tekken, you
I've
get boned.
seen this in any game ever, other than
Nah.
what the hell? Like,
I mean, it's
am
got
I
a
in
whole
New Orleans for a
soundtrack and
bachelor
everything.
party?
Maybe.
Wow.
I
Okay.
feel like I'm in Vegas.
She on all fours doing the cat stretch. Okay.
And that
Oh
mute.
shit. Oh damn.
Did anybody else notice that the entire club is empty?
Yeah,
That's not
what
for
I
the
did.
club.
What?
Oh, she did the whole spread eagle thing. Okay.
Yeah. I would say
Again,
that
I have two
the
questions.
shadowing,
One of
the
these.
shading on the animation is pretty
Accurate.
accurate.
It's very accurate.
Precise.
I have two questions. For one, I'm not. What aspect of the game is this? And two, Justice, why do you know about this?
Hey.
There are
might-
so many of these.
Well, first, I don't have a gaming
Hey.
system. Second of all, I just so happen to go into YouTube and say, hey,
You just said YouTube, Dead or Alive
yeah,
pole dance.
YouTube did a lot, and I seen pole dance, and I was like, oh, let me take a look at this.
Oh, this
Oh,
huge channel.
Tracing her
There's
fingers up
15
the pole.
of these.
Okay. Wow, there is a whole selection of these. Okay.
There's a whole playlist of 15 different characters pole dancing.
What in the? Okay, again, my previous comments about Michael Bay making a video game.
if it was not for this, don't you think this series would have probably went under a while back?
This series
more
would have
than
ended
likely,
after
yes.
the second game.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it wasn't for this, yeah, they wouldn't even. I don't know if they're still making games, but yeah, it's the only reason why they're still afloat.
Wow.
I mean, you gotta pay the bills. I get it, you know.
No, clearly, wow. Man, that just changed the
I
start
mean,
of the show.
we need 3 minutes of unique animation for every female character
Ass.
on a poll.
Some of these characters are moms. Ass. Okay.
Did they consult 2 Live Crew on this? What? How did this happen? How did this game come to exist?
I mean,
the break.
and then you gotta think too. It was late '90s, mid to late '90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, booties were in everything. Every song was about booty.
When did that ever go out of style? You know,
We're talking about early Yin Yang Twins. Those
Dude,
type
I was
of groups.
there. I was listening to music at
You
that
was
time.
like 6, man. Stop.
But I knew who Yin Yang Twins was.
Yin
Come
Yang
on now. You
Twins
act like I'm like 98.
Okay.
I was born in 1998, bro. I was born in 91.
Deku grew up in the age of the whisper song.
How? It was like 7.
Dude, I was
Wow.
You was
not
like
7
7.
when that song hit.
You was
What
like
year did that song?
7.
What-
Dude,
You
what?
ain't that much younger than
Man,
us, though.
yeah.
Yeah,
you're-
he is.
you
I am
make-
the youngest person on this
I was
podcast.
gonna say Lobo is
Dude,
the
I was
youngest
born
person
in
on the podcast.
7 years
91.
younger than us.
Yeah, I was 12 years old. I knew what that song was about.
Exactly. What you talking about? Exactly.
One
But I knew
of
what
us
it
is
was. I
wrong
knew what it
here.
was about. I mean, it wasn't that. I mean, it don't take a genius to figure out what that song is about, man.
Yeah, that's little kid.
Oh, like, why? Is it because he says, "Wait till you see my dick"?
Right, I mean, yeah.
Is that when you figured it
yeah,
out?
that really gives it away. That really,
And if you must know,
No.
Justice, that came out in 2005.
That was fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
dude, I was definitely
Okay.
high school at that time. Like,
Okay. But that was later on. But the early Yin Yang Twins, like we talking about everything was about booty.
You want in the club?
In the club,
the sweat
booty.
drips
Yeah,
off my
it was-
balls.
Yeah, yeah, that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Yep.
that was a different time. We talking about
Skate.
Yeah, skeet.
yeah, to the windows, to the wall, to the sweat drop down
Hey,
the wall.
like,
Yes, I know what the hell
when-
it was about.
When J-Lo, when everybody went to see J-Lo in a pair of pants, yeah, that's what I'm
I
talking
never wanted to see her in a pair of pants. What?
me.
What
But
are
you
you
know,
talking
I
about?
didn't either. Nobody did, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, I don't, that's nobody I want to hang with.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, of course, the first video game you can, on a Dreamcast, you can put, curvy women. I would say, hey, yeah, let's go ahead and make this money.
Right.
Let's go ahead and make this money.
I mean, for real. Like, that's
Yeah,
no
you're
other way
right.
of putting it.
Let's make this money.
You're not wrong.
I bet you we won't get heat to it till like 2000 and what's 2017 with you guys that made that video game about chicks and volleyballs and titties and ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know how
I
has
can't believe you're
DOA.
demeaning women like that,
Well, think about this. How has DOA escaped the whole Me Too movement and shit?
bro. I don't know. Maybe because it's Japanese. I don't know, man.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
it's
took the
as
words right out of my
I think
damn
it's
mouth because I was about
Yeah.
to say the same
popular
thing.
as it was.
Huh?
It's not mainstream popular.
That's true. That is true. It's like, yeah, because I mean, like, it was kind of laughed at even when it came out because it was like, well, this is just tits bouncing on a fucking volleyball court, and so even
Fight
like,
each other, wear nothing.
yeah, even the fighting game community didn't take it like seriously. So
True. It's never actually like when you talk to your friends about fighting games and shit. DOA rarely ever comes up. You'll hear Street Fighter, you'll hear Tekken, you'll hear Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct. You might even get some random fucking Clay Fighter shit. You might get some of that random shit, but very rarely do people like, oh yeah, and Dead or Alive, yeah, you remember that? I had to fucking remember this shit was just for the podcast. It's just not one of those games that gets really mentioned often, even though it clearly has a fan base. I mean, hell, the last game came out in 2019.
which is insane to me. Insane.
Yeah. Especially in this fucking climate. I mean, you had people protesting because the girl that played fucking Supergirl didn't have any pants.
What?
Yeah, there were people that were protesting.
Really?
Yeah.
People were upset about
People
that?
were upset that the girl, the new Supergirl show, she didn't have any pants.
Mm-hmm.
She was flying around in her little skirt.
Oh, my one of my future ex-wives.
Yes.
Yeah, she doesn't like pants too much, so I let her wear a skirt. It's fine.
That's awfully kind of you, sir.
I let her.
It is.
I let her.
Yep.
I allow my future ex-wife to do as she pleases.
Yes. And the rest of us, thank you, sir, for allowing her to do that.
Thicker than a motherfucker.
Man, what, bro?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I forgot to ask. So I'm assuming Tekken for all of us in terms of the versus battle as to which is the better game series, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I think we all agree on that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a question.
Yeah.
But, all right.
That being said, Lobo, it is that time, sir, for you to have the painstakingly difficult job. For the first time ever on Fist Fights and Fried Rice, for our craptacular karate flicks, we're doing a double header, folks. The live action Dead or Alive and live action Tekken.
And now, our feature presentation.
Would you be so kind, sir, to synopsize our two films?
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ.
Give me a second to compose myself. Holy shit, this movie sucks.
Oh, boy.
Like this movie, I don't even know how to begin with this. So the story of Tekken takes place at some point after what is called the Terror Wars happened, where all world governments cease to exist. Now, every single country is, for whatever one reason or another, taken over by massive corporations. The U.S. is taken over by Tekken, a Japanese company. We then meet our hero, that's in air quotes, Jin Kazama, living in a place called the Anvil outside of Tekken City. He is a complete asshole fuckboy who spends his days running around the streets. So after he sells some piece of technology to a guy and gets some money, he buys a bunch of oranges and whatnot for his mom, gets his mom killed, he's public enemy number. Okay, here's one of the problems I have with this movie so far. He's labeled as like a terrorist or whatever, yet he openly enters a public fighting tournament to then fight in another public fighting tournament. Gets accepted and wins. Who saw that coming? Yay! This asshole keeps going. Shit just works out for this asshole.
Dang, plot armor. Plot armor. Okay.
I really hate this fucking movie. I hate this more than Red Belt. And I'm a fan of Tekken.
Oh, man.
So he gets accepted.
Yeah, he found out who his father is, yeah.
Just let me continue.
Is there any fighting in this movie?
There is fighting in this movie. He fights martial law, aka the Great Kung Lee, who's just being himself in this movie. Gets his ass whooped.
You mean Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee, whatever.
Oh, no.
If you watch this film,
He's being
you cannot
Kung
see
Lee.
anybody. If you know who he is, you can't separate the character from. You can't. It's just Kung Lee.
But martial law was like the most ripoff of Bruce Lee until Fei Long.
No, you're all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
All wrong. There was a game called World Heroes.
Thank you.
Oh shit! That's right.
After beating martial law, he gets taken into the cast of other fighters. I'm gonna go ahead and say Eddie Gordo looked like Eddie Gordo, Raven looked like Raven, and Brian Fury looked like Brian Fury. That's about it. He decides to awkwardly stare at Christy Montiero until the point where she asks him out on a date. There's a point in the movie where he is for 5 minutes staring at her ass,
Yeah.
and that somehow gets him a date.
That doesn't work for you guys?
I mean, I'm married, so obviously it worked.
It worked once.
It's only gotta work once. Wait, what?
God, this movie sucks. Fuck.
A bunch of shitty fighting happens. Actually, for the most part, it's pretty decently choreographed with certain guys who actually know martial arts. Let's see. his dad Kazuya decides to take over Tekken. Then we find out later on he's this movie is god awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing worse than this movie is the shitty sequel that they like slapped the name of as a sequel on it.
We won't speak of that.
Yada yada yada. Shit happens. Heihachi is killed in the movie. Who saw that coming? Like, how do you miss the mark of Tekken so bad?
Yeah.
End of the film. Fight with Brian Fury. Pretty okay, I suppose. Fights his dad Kazuya, disembowels him with an axe. Then everybody's just like, "Okay, you're cool now."
You're cool now.
I'm fucking done with this bullshit.
Wow.
You're cool now. Yeah, that's pretty about spot on. Yeah, fuck that movie.
Like, if you thought my review was bad of this movie, it's still not as bad as this fucking movie was.
Agreed. Yeah, Tekken, live action Tekken is pure garbage. Pure garbage. Pure garbage. Pure garbage. Pure garbage. Pure garbage. Fuck this movie. This gets a full-on 0 from me.
Yeah, that's 0.
and it earned every point.
If I could rate it lower than a 0, I would.
At that point, they had 6 games to pull from and did nothing with any of it. I
would rather watch a GIF of me pissing on the fucking street than watch this movie again. I thought that, since it's been years since I had seen it, I thought maybe it would have gotten better over time. No.
Me too. I really thought so.
Right? Because when you first watched it, it was kind of like, okay, it's like a popcorn flick. All right, it sucks, but maybe over time it'll get better. It'll age like fine wine. No.
That it ages like fucking fruit.
This soured like piss in a cup. This is horrible.
Ages like milk.
This is horrible.
Bullshit.
Props to the actor who played Heihachi, because that's got to be some kind of record for playing 2 villains from 2 major fighting games. He was Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat, and he was Heihachi in this. So props to him.
Oh wow!
Hey, get that money. Shit, get the money, even if it's a trash movie. But no, man.
Like I said, this is a solid 0 for me.
This movie is not.
Justice, how about yourself?
0.
And I mean, it's a 0. Like the storyline is just stupid. It makes no sense. Even if you're a fan of the video game, and you played 1 through 9 Tekken Tag Tournament, you have no clue what the fuck is going on in this movie.
Mm-mm.
It makes no sense. The storyline makes no sense. It's nothing like the damn video game.
And the gunjacks are just dudes dressed up like stormtroopers.
I gave that a pass though, because how are you going to make the gunjacks look like the gunjacks in this movie?
You didn't put in money in anything else.
Facts.
Can we get something?
So I know that's a 0 from Deku because he didn't even watch it. So I know
I give it a 0.5 because the 0.5, even though it was Kung Lee, it was great value Kung Lee to me.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
How about yourself, UTBABYA? Just gonna give that a 0.
I'm gonna give it a solid 3 snores.
Even 0's 3 snores.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lobo, back to you for your second synopsis. Dead or Alive?
I'm gonna go off and say Dead or Alive is already a better movie. Shocking.
Well, yeah, it's Jaime Prestley.
Facts.
Dead or Alive is a tournament-based film with more subplots than I can count because I mostly didn't pay attention to half of them.
Fair.
Opens up, girl's missing her brother, goes and finds him. Cool. A diamond thief is trying to steal money from the tournament. All right, I'll take it. Third girl, a professional wrestler who wants to prove she's an actual fighter. Fine. Setup's done. Oh boy, the rest of this movie. Yeah. Ninjas and princesses. There's not a lot that happens in this movie that's story-wise, I think about it. There's a father-daughter grudge match where the father is super accepting. A couple fight scenes happen here and there. A volleyball volleyball scene takes place.
I was teased that there might be a nip slip, only for that to be taken away from me.
That also happened. Yes, that was probably the highlight of this movie, actually.
Jaime Prestley doing kickboxing. I don't know what she was doing, but I was in love regardless.
Now we get to the villain of the movie.
Oh yeah, he was in it.
75-year-old man who downloads a bunch of fighters' moves on a pair of sunglasses and tries to sell that to fighters around the world, which somehow is illegal, and the CIA needs to know about it and stop it. What the fuck did he do wrong? Besides kidnap a guy.
Technically, he didn't actually steal any of their shit.
No, he recorded what they were doing, he downloaded it all into a software and made sunglasses that could predict moves. He did nothing. Well, I mean, I guess he did kill a guy.
You found.
Kidnap a guy.
Okay, well, I guess that kind of.
Yeah.
It's a movie that understands its audience and gives it exactly what it wants, which is hot women doing shit.
There were two sexy women fighting in the rain, which I was okay with. There was a volleyball game with sexy women that I was okay with. There was a movie with sexy women that I was okay with. The credits rolled and those women were still sexy, so I was okay with it. Because of the sexy women, this movie gets a whole 1. And I'm okay with it.
I'm going to have to agree with you. This movie gets a 1 for me, too, for all the reasons you said. Oh, yeah, and Tekken was a -7.
Sexy women, Jaime Presley's abs. Yeah. Jaime Presley, abs.
To recommend one of these movies, go ahead and watch DOA, because at least it's fun.
Facts. I agree. If you hate yourself, like obviously we do, and you just want to fucking kill brain cells, watch Dead or Alive.
You know what's disappointing about this movie?
The whole movie?
Yeah, that, but not only that, but who directed the movie?
I refuse to acknowledge it.
You gotta say it.
I won't.
You gotta say it.
I won't say the name.
You gotta say it.
I won't do
you
it.
Say it.
You can't make
you gotta
me.
say it.
I won't fucking do it.
Yep, you're gonna say it. I'm gonna say it for you. I gotta say it.
Don't do it.
I gotta say it. It's gotta be known.
Hold
that,
on.
hey,
I have a question, and this is just because of the scene at the beginning with like what was it, like an elevator shaft or some shit, like that tower that the 3 girls are like somehow like climbing over each other to get up.
Yeah, that was weird.
Was it directed by like one of the like Chinese cinema dudes?
I won't say it. I won't fucking say it. I
was
won't.
it the Crouching Tiger dude?
No, but close. No. But I won't say it.
Okay.
You're gonna have to say it, Justice, because I refuse.
Justice, what is it? Who is it, Justice?
it's Corey Yoon.
This was Corey Yoon.
Yep.
Yep.
Same guy that directed the fucking Transporter.
Yep.
Oh shit!
You got to start somewhere.
No.
No.
I would rather Corey Yuen be out directing fucking Traffic than have this shit on his fucking resume. God damn it. This fucking hurt me. Like, this honestly fucking hurt me.
And this was after the Transporter.
Yeah, this dude's a fucking legend.
No.
This dude's a legend.
No.
Yes. Yes. This is after the fucking Transporter. You know what makes it even worse? This was one of his last theatrical directing job. And I hope and pray that this isn't what killed his fucking career.
Yeah, it is. It is the last. Man, that's crazy.
This is not how any director should go out. This gets a solid fucking 1 for me, and that's just for Jaime Presley's abs and the rest of the fine, beautiful women in this movie. Everyone else that's involved in this, just throw yourselves off a cliff. This movie's fucking horrible. This movie gave me glaucoma, so I can only watch it in, increments. But I saw enough to know that it's a 1.
You said this movie gave me glaucoma.
I had to watch these movies sober. This sucks.
Man, fuck this movie.
Shit.
Fuck this movie. So what do you rate this, Justice?
Man, it's a 1. I mean, only because of the women. I mean, other than that, that's it.
Man, Deku, you didn't even watch it, but from what you've heard, what would you give it a ranking for?
Man, this shit was a 0 too.
Lobo.
It sounded like it was Hershey Squirts.
Oh, it was. It was actually an insult to Hershey Squirts. What about yourself, Lobo?
I'm gonna give it a 1 just because it was moderately entertaining.
UTBABYA?
I give it a single ass cheek.
Oh, man.
A single ash.
So, that's one of my favorite parts of the show. I'm going to sit back and enjoy listening to Justice try to find 2 moves of the day from these 2 pieces of shit.
Improve your skills, son. Harden your body. Become the number 1 man. Do not ever let anyone beat you.
Man, that nigga of the day? Yeah, this is something.
Is it a leg bar?
It is not a leg bar. I don't know. It's not very much memorable from Tekken, to be honest. Except Jin kind of getting his ass whooped for most of the fight scenes.
Oh yeah, that is one
And
thing I
then-
forgot to mention. He is saved constantly by divine intervention.
Yeah, we call that plot.
Mm.
Even the fight against Brian Fury, he just mysteriously starts doing like the Matrix style movements and blocking and kicking everything, and he runs to the top of this like 20-foot tower and drops down with the elbow or some type of smashing something and breaks the cyborg. So I guess that would work somewhere on somebody.
I wish the
don't know.
director took all the film roll of this and ran up that same column and threw the shit into the fucking lake. That's what the fuck I wish happened.
And for DOA, I did have something. Tina,
You
You're
mean
right.
Jaime Prestley?
you're yeah, Jaime Prestley. You're a wrestler,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
in that scene with Zach picked you up, Torture X style, spun you around 5-6 times, and proceeded to kick you through some pillars. And I'm like, okay, aren't you the wrestler? She's throwing all these crazy kind of, martial arts style kicks, which is kind of odd. But hey, who am I? I don't make movies. I just watch them, I guess.
I couldn't watch it because I spontaneously developed glaucoma, so I vaguely remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, they were borderline terrible. They were hard to watch overall.
They're beyond hard to watch. These
Technique-wise,
movies suck.
It was nothing there.
These movies
It was nothing
suck
at
a
all.
bag of baby dicks. These movies are fucking horrible. Like, I'm genuinely mad at myself for picking these 2 fucking movies. Fuck these movies. I hate these
10 years
movies
ago.
so much. Justice, I don't even want you to waste a memory lane on this. That's how much I hate these fucking movies. And with that note, that is how I'm ending fucking All About the Beat 'em Ups Volume 2, Dead or Fucking Alive versus the fucking Tekken shit. Tekken fucking rules. Stick with Tekken. You're a fucking horny pervert if you're playing Dead or Alive. At least with fucking Tekken, you can destroy your friends and get into arguments in regards to who's better at shit. Dead or Alive, you're literally only playing that game for fucking fat material. Gentlemen, thank you for coming out this evening. No homo. That's how we're going to end this shit. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Movies.
Be sure to listen, like, share, and subscribe for all the latest episodes, news, and updates. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at fistfights.friedricepodcast or at H8L.muay thai. On Twitter, follow us at H8L_Fight Talk.